If you're watching this video, then it's more than likely you're wondering what are the ideal monthly costs of owning a pit bull, an American bully, or just a large breed in general. Well, today we're gonna go over it, so keep watching. Now, owning a larger breed is a lot different than owning a smaller breed just because they need a lot more needs. And first thing we could go over is the actual food and consumption that they need. So these dogs definitely consume a lot more than a smaller dog, and they may have some special needs like joints and supplements, and they can have other needs that they need as well, such as skin allergies and all that. This is all part of the consumption part, but it's very important to keep this in mind because this is a big expense that I wanted to start with. And the range that you could, probably spend around is around like $100 all the way up to $300 or more if you're doing this, like raw diet or specialty kibbles and all that. So this is a big major topic, and this is where a lot of the budget is gonna go. Next is healthcare. Healthcare is something that a lot of people need to have for their dogs. And what I mean by this is having a regular vet, or your dog has an insurance plan, and this is gonna be another expense that you have to have for this dog. Whether you have an insurance plan or you have to go into an emergency visit or emergency surgery even, this is something you have to consider. So an insurance could cost around, $50 a month, but if you have like an emergency vet visit or emergency surgery, this could be up from $1,000 more. It really just depends. God forbid that any of that happens, but this could be something you consider. Next is grooming. Now, grooming really depends if you do it on your own or if you go to a professional groomer. If you go to a professional groomer, it could cost you up to $100, depends on your area, but it could cost you up to $100 to get your dog groomed, versus if you do it by yourself, you save a little bit of money, but you might not get that full high quality experience of grooming. And you might have to buy a one-time payment of grooming supplies for your dog, and that lasts maybe a year, 2 years, and then you have to replace them. So I would say either a one-time payment of around $50 to get your own grooming supplies, or if you take your dog to the groomer every month, every week, it really just depends. It could be $50 to $100, something to keep in mind for your dog. A big expense that I think people need to invest in the most is training and socializing their dog. Now, this can mean that you go to a one-on-one dog trainer, or you can invest on online courses, or you could take your puppy to puppy classes and have that ongoing. There's multiple options and there's multiple ways to succeed with this, but it's essential. You cannot skip this part. And I can see this costing from anywhere from $100 to around $1,000 more, to be honest with you, because if you ongoing, you're gonna keep paying for those one-on-one trainings or group trainings. And then if you're doing it on your own, you're not gonna be able to get the whole thing down within a week. You would have to invest more into your dog, and which can mean investing in equipment, which brings up my next topic. The next topic is gear for your dog. Now, whether you have a large or extra large breed or just a regular large breed, a reliable collar, a reliable leash, dog bowls, chew toys, all of these things could be costs that are ongoing as well. I know my dog's collar needs to be replaced around every 6 months to a year, depending on how well and how built the collar is. Same with the leash. The chew toys get destroyed a lot quicker, so those are gonna be ongoing expenses, and those are going up in price as well. So you have to keep this in mind if you're, having a large breed. This could cost anywhere from $50 a month all the way up to $150 in my opinion. Now, there's always those miscellaneous expenses that are annoying, but we have to state those, such as if you live in an apartment, they probably charge you a little bit more for having that dog there. Same with HOAs. Some HOAs might charge a little bit more, or they might charge you if your dog ruined the grass or something like that. It could be a liability insurance, just, in case there's an accident that happens, those kind of expenses. Maybe your dog chips a tooth, they need to go to the, vet, dentist, whatever they're called. And then now that could happen. Those are miscellaneous expenses that are unforeseen, and you got to plan for those. I like to keep a budget of $1,000 set aside for my dog. It's not to touch, just in case I want to be prepared for him at all given times. But that is something to think about. Now, when I boil down all these expenses that I stated here today, I think you could get away with anywhere from $300 to $1,000 a month in expenses. Obviously, before you guys panic, you're like, whoa, that's way too much. Obviously, you could bring that down a lot lower. Some dogs need a lot more maintenance than others, and some dogs just don't need that high quality kibble. They thrive on the greatest kibble. They have a cheap insurance plan, $20. They could probably bring the budget down to $100 a month, $150 a month for your dog. But this is what I'm thinking towards my dog specifically. It could be $300 to $1,000 a month. Of course, I'm not spending that every month. Mine fluctuates a lot. I could spend $100 a month on him, and then it'll go up to $250, back down to maybe $75, and then back to $300. It really just depends on what my dog's needs are. But that is the average ballpark that I say you need to prepare for, is $300 minimum. And I'm not saying you could spend all that, but I'm just saying if you want to get a dog realistically, you might have to put that aside just for your dog for the month. And if you don't spend it, then that's more to you. Everybody wins. Your dog wins, you win, and your pockets get fatter, and you don't have to spend as much. If you liked this video and you thought it was very informative, hit that subscribe button below. You could get more videos like this. I will see you guys on the next video. I am out.